I've heard people say that before you marry somebody, make sure that you live with them. Make sure that you spend time with them, considerable time, not time going to visit them and going back to your house. Time where you go there and live with them as though you are living as husband and wife, to have an insight about who this person you are getting married to is. Because people can pretend, and cohabiting will actually open your eyes to a lot of things. Am I actually in support of that? Should you be cohabiting with somebody you're not married to, all in the name of trying to get to know them? Let's talk about that in this video. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Victory. If you're just seeing me for the very first time, it's so lovely to have you. And if you have been here before, thank you again for stopping by to watch another video today. Now, let's get right into it. Should you be cohabiting as somebody who is not married? Is it necessary to live with somebody you are about to get married to so that you know them in and out? Is it important that you take your things, go and live with somebody that you are not married to? I was, on the streets of Instagram, and I saw a post where a lady, got married, and in a space of a year, their wedding crashed and all of that. And I went to the comment section and I could see a lot of people saying it is important that you go and live with the person that you are getting married to so that you will know them in and out and know whether or not you want to marry this person. So you don't end up being in the situation where that lady found herself, because people can pretend a lot. A lot of people had opinions that I would say were really deep opinions. And as I always do on this channel, I talk about things the way it is. We have raw conversations. Should you be cohabiting with somebody because you are trying to get to know them to marry? This is my opinion. I feel like that is a no-go area. I feel like it is an unwise decision to go and, live with somebody full time and start doing the duties of your wife and start assuming the role of your wife, start assuming the role of a husband, just because you're trying to get to know them, to know whether you are a good fit for marriage. And why do I say this? When you go into your job, that job that you're going into, do you go there to work for them for 1 month, 1 year, to know whether you're a good fit for that company? You just go there and whatever it is, you embrace it. So is other aspects of your life. But why is it that when it comes to the issue of marriage, people try to play smart? Here is my take on that. I feel like cohabiting with somebody you're not married to, all in the hopes of getting married, destroys the possibility of getting married and puts a strain on the relationship. It does more harm than it does good. And this is why I am saying this. Firstly, going to cohabit with somebody gives them, the opportunity to see you in ways that they are not supposed to see you before they take their vows on the altar to you, before they make vows to you on the altar. They are not supposed to see you and experience you in certain ways. But cohabiting with somebody gives them the opportunity to see you and experience you in certain ways that they are not supposed to. And what ways are these? Let's be frank and sincere with each other. Let's say you are cohabiting with somebody and you guys are living in a flat. This man gets to wake up and see you ugly in the morning. It may be funny, but it is the reality. He wakes up to get to see your ugly side in the morning. He wakes up to get to, perceive your morning breath in the morning. He wakes up to get to see you in, your vulnerable state. And this man is not married to you. And then he's thinking, do I want to do this? She's ugly. Oh, are you sure I want this? It gives this man the opportunity to see you in a way that he is not supposed to see you. And you ask me, what's the difference? If I marry him, will I not still be ugly in the morning? Will I not still have morning breath? The difference is that by the time he will be seeing you in that state, he has already made a commitment to you. He has already made his vows to you. And he cannot just pull out to say, I'm not doing this again because I've seen her in her ugly state. I've seen her in a state where she's not her best. That is one of the reasons why I will not encourage cohabitation. Number two, it exposes you to things that you're normally not supposed to be doing in the relationship, things that you're supposed to be enjoying in your marriage, things that are supposed to be reserved for the marriage. You're already tapping into it. There will be no excitement for the marriage anymore. And what are one of such things? You get to have all type of sex, because let's be honest with each other. If you're going to be staying with somebody, cohabiting with them, living with them 24/7, somebody you are attracted to, you want to tell me that you will not be tempted to, roll on the mattress with this person when they take off their clothes. Let's talk about it rationally. Let's say I'm cohabiting with John. John is an invisible person, just for the sake of buttressing the story. Let's say I'm cohabiting with John and now I want to have a shower. So I have to, go to the corner, maybe go to another room, take off my clothes, have a shower and all of that. I don't know. It doesn't just make sense to me because at some point, John is a human being. He will want to see what is it that I have going on with me. We're going to be sleeping on the same bed, isn't it? So let's say John will sleep on the right and I will sleep on the left, and we will not just come close to each other. We're going to put a pillow in the middle so we don't come close to each other. Now, there are times where adulthood, the hormones is going crazy. If you're a lady, you know how it is during our ovulation period. If there's a man there around you when you are ovulating, 99% of the time you are bound to roll on the mattress with that man. You will be tempted to have sex with that man. And in a situation where you guys are already cohabiting, you've had all type of sex, you've done all the styles, there is nothing new about each other. There is nothing exciting about, what there's nothing exciting about it anymore. You guys have done everything. I feel like it gives clarity. Have you heard about what people call posts? Sexual intercourse clarity. It happens to men, it happens to women. When you have sex with the person and you just get this clarity that, I don't think I want this. Nah. With all that thing that you think you were feeling, after the whole rolling on the mattress episode, your eye just goes boom, clear, and you don't feel that thing anymore. Sometimes what you now feel after that is a bit of resentment and you just want them out. You just want out of that situation. That can happen when you are cohabiting. And that will leave you, especially as a female, you will feel broken, you feel used. So my advice is for you not to find yourself in that situation. Also, you will find yourself doing duties that, this person is not entitled to as your wife or as your husband. Somebody that is cohabiting with a man, let's say a lady cohabiting with a man, we expect the man to be providing her needs, paying the bills, providing her personal needs and all of that. And that can build resentment in the man. I'm not your husband, even though we are staying together. So you are putting strain on my finances. You're making me, undertake the cost of your living. That can cause a lot of resentment and cause arguments in the relationship, in the courtship, and can even destroy it totally. Also, as a woman, you find yourself doing chores, doing things, doing wifely duties, and at some point you will feel exhausted, you will feel taken for granted because, yeah, you will just find yourself giving a lot into something that is supposed to be a courtship and not a marriage. You will not find the fulfillment as you would find doing in your marriage. So I don't advise that you get into cohabiting. Cohabiting is, I think it's just like, I would say cohabiting is like putting the cart before the horse. You're not going to get anywhere because it's not going to move. You're just going to be there, and you're not going to get to that destination. And aside that, if we're going to go and talk about it religiously, aside from even Christianity, a lot of religions frown about it. A lot of religions frown about a man and a woman, living together, experiencing themselves in ways that they're not supposed to experience themselves before they get married. So you may want to consider that. Is that something that your pastor, your imam, your what's it called, alpha, whoever your spiritual leader is that something they will be happy about? Is that something that you can proudly come out to tell your congregation or your brethren that you are doing? It's something that you may want to consider. Also, there's the risk of getting pregnant for a woman. You can get pregnant for this guy after rolling on the mattress with him. You can get pregnant for this guy after rolling on the mattress with him, after many sexual episodes. And this guy will just tell you that he's not interested. He doesn't want anymore. Yeah. So also have that in mind when you're trying to cohabit. Also have that in mind when you are trying to cohabit, that there is a very high chance of you getting pregnant, even if you use what's it called, contraceptives, you use protections and all of that. Just have it in mind that there's a possibility of you falling pregnant when you cohabit. There's a high chance. So put that into consideration, because what can be very devastating is, cohabiting with somebody, getting pregnant for them, and at the end of the day, they'll tell you that they are not interested in this pregnancy. Go and get rid of it. They are no longer interested in having a relationship or marrying you. That will be very devastating for you as a lady. So think about that. Think about that before you, what's it called? Before you venture into cohabitation. And lastly, I feel like something that is precious. Let's say you go into a jewelry store where they sell diamonds, where they sell gold. You don't get there and tell them that you want to wear the gold and go and, enjoy it for 1 week to see whether it's something that you really like before you will buy. Something that is of value. You instantly know that this thing is of value. This thing is precious. And you make commitment to it right there and then before you are able to get, the access to start using that thing as yours. Yeah. So why can't you put value on yourself that I am somebody of value? This person I'm dating is somebody of value. Let us put some value on ourselves. Get to know each other from a distance. I know you from your house, you know me from my house. We go out on dates, we go out to spend time with each other. Nobody is cohabiting with anybody, all in the name of getting to know each other. Something that is valuable. I feel like there's a way you would treat it. If you value yourself, you will not just take your things and go and live with a man, or take your things and go and live with a woman that you're not married to for 1 year, 2 years. Sometimes some people cohabit for 5 years before they now decide that they want to get married, or they decide that they're not going to get married. And most of the times, you will find out that the marriage will even crumble, the relationship will crumble, it will not even go forward. I feel like if a marriage is going to break, if a marriage is going to be useless, if a marriage is going to be something that will lead to divorce, whether you stay with somebody for 1 year, let me tell you, people pretend well. People pretend well. If you meet a man that is a good pretender, if you meet a woman that is a good pretender, they can give you a false picture of what your life will be with them while you are living with them. It doesn't matter how long you cohabit with somebody in a relationship. I don't feel like it estimates to marriage. It is nothing compared to marriage. Yes, people still have that in the back of my mind. It's like a probation period on a job. You still have it on your mind, at the back of your mind, that I'm acting for somebody. They need to, see that I'm putting effort into this because you are trying to become a wife. You're trying to become a husband to this person. You are acting. You are actively acting. This person can say things to you that naturally, these are things that you are not happy with. You will take it because you are cohabiting with this person and you are trying to, impress them, But at the end of the day, cohabiting with somebody does not guarantee that you're going to have a successful marriage. Cohabiting with somebody does not guarantee that, yes, you have known them enough to go and get married. I feel like this thing of marriage is something that you have to use your insights and be ready for anything. It can go well and it can go south. That's what I would always tell anybody. It can go well or it can go south. It just depends on the two people involved in it. Are you actively pouring into that marriage to make sure that it survives the test of time? Cohabiting does not guarantee that a marriage will survive the test of time. Don't deceive yourself with the hopes that you have cohabited with this person for 1 year, 2 years. You know them in and out now to say that this is what they can do or what they cannot do. And people change. That person you cohabited with 5 years ago that you are now married to, 3 years into the marriage, can change. They can develop new habits. They can develop new hobbies that you may not like and may put a strain in your marriage, may even end up destroying your marriage. Just use your insight. I feel like a marriage that will work takes two people to make it work. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you watched it now, it means that you have gotten value from this video. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on the post notification bell so you can be notified when I post a new video. I will see you again in my next video. But until then, I remain victory. And for me, it's bye for now. Bye.